turn that down. Hey, what's up, you guys? Your girl G here. Just want to come and talk to y'all just real fast while I'm on my way to town to run a couple of errands. It's a little chilly outside. That's why your girl got this hood on. So it's in the 40s down here in Texas, y'all. But nonetheless, y'all, just came, over here, just to shoot this with y'all, shoot the ish. Because there's a lot of topics, you guys, that I know I'm sure they're all probably waiting to hear my opinion on, and I never really got a chance to talk on. There's just so much, life was lifing, and your girl just didn't have time to do it. So I'm gonna talk about it right now while I got a little bit of time, while I'm on these highways and byways, as the old folks say. So first things first, what we really need to talk about, obviously the big news of the week, which was Diddy and Cassie, you guys. Boy, Cassie set it on fire, didn't she? Boy, she lit it up, didn't she? Cassie said, oh word. What's that, my favorite meme from Why Did I Get Married? Angela, but she was like, boom. Gotcha. Boom. All right, Diddy, you want to play? So, nigga, let's play. Y'all, she set it ablaze. She had that lawsuit. $30 million is what she went in for. Now, the question is that what she came out with? Because I definitely think she did. Y'all, he settled 24 hours later. 24 hours later. The literal lawsuit came out on the 15th. Headlines were saying from Diddy's lawyers, we decided to settle, and this is not an admission of guilt, but we are in agreement with Cassie and only wish nothing but love for her and her family. Last time I checked, ain't nobody paying if I'm not guilty. I'm especially not no $30 million. I'm not giving nobody no $30 million if I ain't guilty. I'm gonna fight that to the death. And so literally the first thing I said was like, for everybody who wanted to be all, oh, Cassie this, Cassie that. I'm like, really think about it. Harvey Weinstein knew he was guilty if he even put up a fight. Harvey Weinstein knew he was guilty with all them allegations and stuff going around for them years and years, and he still put up a fight. So the fact that Diddy he didn't even try to, not even a measly trial, no nothing, that says something, y'all. Y'all looking at the wrong stuff. Everybody, of course, wants to focus on Cassie. Why now? Why now? Why now? But the problem is, it wouldn't have mattered when she did it. She was still going to get the same response. No matter, oh, she young, she trying to have a come up, she with Diddy, she want her career, to pop off, so that's why she's suing him. Now, after being 10 years in a relationship with him, oh, you went along with it, you agreed to the actions, so how guilty really is he? Like, it was just it's really moments like this where you just realize, like, how disgusting society is when it comes to how they treat women, victims in general. And y'all sit here wondering why people don't come forward, but y'all sitting there waiting for them with stones. Y'all literally just sitting there waiting for them, ready to stone them to death the minute they do, decide to come forward. That's why women stay quiet. It's so crazy how men are upset at women for doing the very thing y'all trained them to do. Y'all trained women to be quiet, to take the mistreatment. But then the minute they decide, I don't want to accept this mistreatment anymore, y'all tell them, oh, you should have said something, you should have said something. But the minute they finally do say something, now you wait right there to chop their head off? That doesn't make any sense. Like, the patriarchy is so ass backwards when it comes to women. So ass backwards. But nonetheless, y'all, that disclosure or whatever, the legal documents with the trigger warnings, y'all. Diddy was having these things called what they call freak-offs, okay? Called them freak-offs. And essentially, he really could have went to jail, shout out to Funky Daniva, for sex trafficking, because they were traveling, and wherever they traveled to, they would bring he would order basically, the men's to come out and, do it with Cassie. And as you read further along, not only was he trying to find men But of course, the BBC, and for those of y'all who don't know what that is, it's that big black, okay? And it's giving real, Diddy, you got money, but you ain't got no Diddy. That's what it's giving. It's giving real, you gotta live vicariously through these men. And so you want them to punish her with this, you know, very abrasive, you know, sex acts. Not only are you drugging her with things like ketamine and just all these different drugs, and then having these very, very aggressive, you know, freak-offs with this girl. And it's kind of like, oh, word? Cassie got some proof on him. But you know what's even crazier is people been talking about Diddy. Literally all these resurfaced clips of 50 Cent himself, you know, getting pictures of Cassie with these dudes, like, doing her in, you know? And 50 Cent, you know, was like, said he hit up Diddy, was like, yo, word, like, that's your chick? And Diddy kind of almost like, it wasn't like in a sense of bragging, but he was kind of like, oh yeah, thank you for letting me know. But 50 like low-key knew that it was him that kind of sent it to him. And I don't know if it was like a thing of like bragging, because what a lot of these dudes do is they love to show other men around them how far they can push their woman. This is how much I can get this woman to do something for me. This is how much, you know, she wants me. I can make her do this, this, and this. This is how far out of bounds she's willing to go for me. And that's how men brag. That's how they have these pissing contests with women. But unfortunately, because men describe, or like their masculinity is encapsulated by women, we suffer the collateral damage of that. And when we are sitting here saying like, this does not feel good what y'all are doing to us, y'all are like, shut up and take it. And it's like, word? For real? No, I don't. And now that women are becoming more vocal, now it's, these new age women, these modern women, they don't know how to be real wise. They don't know how to, you know, be, you know, submissive. They don't know how to be fit, feminine, and friendly. Y'all know that BS line that they love saying. Oh, y'all ain't fit, feminine, and friendly. All of that stuff. We're not like our grandmas. No, because you know what our grandmas were dealing with? Yeah, our grandmas was in these relationships for 30, 40, 50 years, but they were dealing literally exactly what Cassie was dealing with. Getting their ass beat on the regular. The kids getting their ass beat on the regular. Not only that, but marital right. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Marital right. Okay? Their children dealing with being assaulted. And they couldn't go nowhere because the way y'all set it up was purposely for them to be stuck. And now that women are figuring out a way to maneuver out of y'all's grips, y'all are doing everything possible to try to like give us these scare tactics. And the new scare tactic now is like, oh, you know, being a single mother, you know, your value in the dating world is decreasing. Don't no man want a single woman. So all these women who got in relationships early, feeling like they found the one, but really he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Y'all tell women, oh, find you man early, get married, but that's the problem, because these women finding dudes early, they not doing their due diligence, because you're young and you don't know better. That's what they're not considering. You're young and you don't know better what to look for, which is why Diddy was 37 getting with a 19-year-old. Y'all sitting here wondering, oh, why she go along with it? Why she do it? Like, people aren't thinking critical enough. The question is, what must this girl have been going through to feel like that's the behavior that she deserved? To feel like this is what I'm going to push myself to this extent to be with this man. I want to be with him so much I'm willing to do this. What must she have been going through mentally and emotionally? And what must he have been doing to her to beat her down to make her feel that way? And come to find out, he quite literally was putting hands on her. We have resurfaced clips of old like A&R people, old security guards, with the pictures of her with the busted lips and, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's been out there. But we know the hip-hop industry does not want to have their Me Too moment. Shout out to Erica De Niro, the hip hop industry, and their Me Too moment, because all of these dudes who might not necessarily be doing it, they mistreat women too. Might not be to the extent of Diddy, but there definitely are some other Negroes who are out there doing it to the extent of Diddy, i.e. Joe Budden, which is why he didn't want to talk about it. Joe Budden was sitting there like, it doesn't take one person to know and say that, messing up on somebody is bad. Like, it doesn't take somebody to say that. Obviously, yes, because there are a lot of people who don't feel like it's bad. That's why they do it. Joe Budden, you ain't slick. Joe Budden was not trying to talk about it. But he didn't want to talk about it because he knew people was going to throw his past in his face. What right do you have to say anything when you know you quite literally terminated a pregnancy because you whipped a woman so bad? So yeah, shut your ass up before we get to talking shit about you. So then, of course, we got the Peter Guns, the rich dollars who want to say something. Y'all want to say something but not say something. Of course, you want to focus on Cassie. Oh, it's a money grab. No, she's Sherlock, civil suit. But that doesn't mean she's never going to get a criminal one. Right now, it's all about the money because bitch paid me for my pain. So right now, it might be a civil, but that doesn't mean that it won't ever turn into a criminal one. And two, now that it's out in the open, it's giving people the opportunity to, it was open. It kicked the door open for a lot of other people to say something, to literally snitch on themselves. Slim Thug, boy, everybody was so disappointed. People look at Slim Thug like he's, just people looked at Slim Thug like he was different. Y'all, come to find out, I didn't know Slim Thug that impregnated his cousin. Why didn't nobody tell me that? This man that impregnated his cousin. Slim Thug was sitting here and talk about, there should be a statute of limitation on when you say something. Now, for me, that type of conversation is up for discussion. But see, where I have a problem with this conversation, although it does need to be discussed, or I have a problem with, is y'all could be like, something that happened 10 years ago, this person done changed. This person, you want to come back and ruin their life. You can't, first of all, tell somebody about their healing journey. 1. 2, this person may have changed, quote unquote, but guess what? The damage is still done to this woman who went through that attack, and she's still dealing with the repercussions of that. It doesn't go away. Yeah, his life moved on and is perfectly fine. But guess what? Hers isn't. A lot of y'all don't want to sit there and address the fact that it is a lasting impression that is made on women who have to deal with these issues. Y'all feel like, it's just a done deal. That shit happened 20 years ago. Okay, but there's PTSD, anxiety, depression, everything that comes with dealing with an attack like that. Especially something as brutal as what Cassie went through. Like, let's not. But yeah, Diddy and Cassie, y'all, she set it up, y'all. She lit it ablaze, and I'm so proud. And this is why, hopefully this will inspire more victims to come forward. And that's all we can hope and pray for. Because Diddy and this new dude done talked about he got a baby with Gloria Venzel or something like that. So I'll read more into that, and I'll come back with more info on that. He knew she was, as he called her, a young pup. I didn't know she was a puppy. But you still had a baby bird, didn't you? Tragic. So let's go ahead and move on, you guys. Speaking of baby, y'all, Keke, y'all, I didn't get a chance to talk on Keke and Darius. Long story short, y'all know what happened. Another jealous ass Nick. That's what that was. All they do is sit back, y'all get mad at women for accomplishing stuff. But the truth is, something that I've come to realize is that it is so intellectually dishonest to tell women to be with men who might not have it all together, because at the end of the day, hear me and hear me well, and I'm gonna keep repeating this, nothing reminds a man more of what he don't have than seeing what a woman does have. Again, for the people in the back, nothing reminds a man more of what he don't have than seeing what a woman does have. Because we're told every day, men are told every day, that a woman ain't supposed to have nothing unless she's with a dude. So when a man looks at his life, it is like, well, wait a minute, but it's looking at his woman in the spotlight, you know, all that type of stuff, which is why he did that passive aggressive ass tweet. And people's like, oh, y'all being dramatic. Oh, he want to protect his family. You know, he want to sit here and post like, oh, because I wouldn't want run my family with morals and respect and all this type of stuff like that. Nigga, please. You want to talk about running your family a certain way, bro? You impregnated her. You made her a baby mama. You didn't even marry her before you gave her a baby. So shut your ass up. But then, of course, his mama, come to find out the mama in their family just as destitute. The mama been getting beat up by the daddy. The Darius been beating up on his sister. It's been an ongoing cycle. The brother Serranis knew about it. The mama was like, bro, you want to sit here and talk about Keke, but I done been told you about your brother. And your response was, yeah, I used to be like that too. Serranis right now is fighting his baby mama, being difficult in court because she trying to leave and he won't let her, being petty. Y'all do not have no babies by these dog ass, for real. For real, because they use it as an opportunity to trap you. Y'all want to sit here and talk about women trapping dudes? First of all, y'all trap yourselves, okay? Because y'all quite literally are in control of where it goes. Quite literally. If you didn't want the baby, wear a condom. Wrap it up. But y'all always want to put the onus on the woman to take the pill and if she get pregnant, terminate it. Not thinking about like how detrimental that is to a woman's body and how psychologically invasive and dangerous that is for her and what that does to a woman mentally. Y'all see it as just some easy feat to just do. And then when a woman decides not to, y'all get upset at her because you can't learn to be responsible. But nonetheless, Darius and his old corny ass, he tried to sit there and go after Keke, and now look at you, looking dumb because you ain't stop her bag. Come to find out, y'all, Keke's gonna be hosting the what is it called? I think that either the BET Soul Awards or Hip Hop Awards or something like that. So it's like you didn't stop nothing, Darius. You really did it. And it's just like we never be here and mess about certain women in the industry, never. But the minute they get with a dude, all hell comes falling down, literally. And that's what happened with Keke. Ladies gotta be more selective, but it's so hard when constantly the patriarchy is ass backwards with, oh, traditional, you know, I want a traditional woman, but y'all don't want to be traditional men. Because traditionally, your pockets should be taking care of me. Y'all want traditional women, but ain't got traditional money. Y'all ain't got traditional pockets. That means you're going to be taking care of everything. And when I mean everything, okay? But no. Y'all said y'all want to be spoiled too. Y'all want to get bags and cars and, you know, Christmas gifts and trips blown on you too. Y'all said that, right? So in order for that to happen, guess what? Your woman's gonna have to work. But see, the thing is, they want women to work, but not to the extent and where they can still outdo them. That's when they start getting a little nippy, when the women start outdoing them. And then they start being anxious about them actually being able to get their own. I swear, Darius and Keke situation pissed me off. Constant y'all just be reminding women why we should not be getting what y'all do. Y'all really, when these situations be happening, it just be a reminder, like, why are women choosing to partner with y'all? For real. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of another partnership that's ass, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it kind of low-key surprised me. I know y'all heard that Iman Shumpert's story with Teyana Taylor, our girl Teyana Taylor. Oh, gorgeous self. I ain't even into women, but Teyana Taylor, if there was ever a woman that you think, oh, you know, I could go for her, Teyana Taylor, that's it for me. For me, it's Teyana Taylor. Yeah. She, you know, be real about what was going on with Iman Shumpert. For real, he was narcissistic. He wasn't considerable. He was jealous. She quite literally said she would dim her light to make him feel better. He would get upset when the photographers would ask for her to take pictures on her own. You know, I think people be so confused when it's like, oh, you know, I want a Beyonce and Jay-Z relationship. In order to have a Beyonce and Jay-Z relationship, Jay-Z understood that he got to let Beyonce be Beyonce. The fuck? What? I can't get with a Beyonce and then, like, that's what saying, like, you can't get with a bad bitch and then not let her be a bad bitch. That's not how that works. You get with a woman who is of a certain stature, that's going to have to maintain. Why would you think that she would have to change that? The whole point of getting in a relationship with somebody is to continue to elevate, but y'all be trying to like smother the women and smother they shine. Teyana quite literally said, like, I would quite literally turn down acting gigs, not do jobs, but then the minute all of a sudden it will reverse to, oh, well, you ain't bringing in no money, you ain't contributing to the household. Well, nigga, which one is it? Which one do you want? Do you want me working or do you want me destitute and dependent on you? But see, that's the thing, men, when they really start thinking about like, oh, I really got to start paying for everything, then that reality sets in and realize, oh, that's a hard thing to do. And y'all want to be going 50-50 with women low key, but the thing is, y'all are so insistent on not actually picking up your end of the 50, which is helping with these motherfucking kids in this household. Men are so determined not to clean up behind themselves and watch their kids. That is the truth. Y'all do not want to be parents. Y'all want to be dads, but y'all don't want to be parents. Y'all don't want to do the grunge work. Y'all want to leave that shit to the women. And the whole point of having a baby with somebody is because parenting is the motherfucking trenches. I ain't got kids, but I got nieces and nephews, and that shit is the trenches, okay? That's why I'm glad when they asses be going back. But that's why you pick the certain person that you decide to have a kid with, because at least I'm in these trenches together with this person to try and create and develop this next human being into some productive, you know, fulfilled, emotionally, you know, prepared child for the real world. But then when you get with these niggas like Iman Shumpert and Darius and DDG, because he next, y'all, it's only a moment enough. It's only but a few moments before DDG come out with his bullshit, okay? But Iman Shumpert, and they do shit like that, and it's just kind of like, what do y'all really want from women that doesn't include the fact of us constantly having to minimize ourselves to make you dudes feel like, oh, the man, oh, I'm the leader, I'm the man, you know? Okay, then act like it, okay? Then truly handle those responsibilities of being a leader and a man. But y'all don't. Y'all just want women to play along like y'all are doing the job, and then they got to put the face on for the public like, oh, he doing his job, he really the man, you know? But really he not. But really he not. Y'all always be dependent upon the woman to keep up the facade. The facade is what it is. Y'all want women to keep up the facade, and women is tired. I'm not here to make you feel like a man. That logic in itself, oh, you know, you need to make your man feel needed. What? Nigga, you make yourself useful. Why do I gotta come to you and say, hey, babe, you know, can you build the crib for me? No, babe, you know this baby is coming. You take the initiative to build the crib. That's how that's supposed to work. I'm not supposed to ask you to make you feel needed. Oh, I need you to help me. Nigga, you already know I need the help. So come in here and do it. Like, I be so confused. Y'all do understand the biggest part about being a leader is leading by example, right? I think y'all forget that. Men really forget that. Y'all be asking so much shit of women that you're not even willing to do yourselves. It's ass backwards. Yeah, Iman, to find out about Iman was a little disappointing, but it's not surprising because they all come from the same factory. They all come from the same warehouse. Shout out to Erica De Niro. Like, they all come from the same fucking social construct. Treat women bad. Have them have our babies for our legacy so they can have our last name, even though we ain't shit, you know? Tragic. But yeah, you guys, I'm here at my destination. Now just a little tidbit of stuff that, you know, I missed talking about in the headlines. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all drop down in the comments, how do you guys feel about the news of finding out that Iman really was a narcissistic a-hole? And what do you guys think about how everybody is criticizing Cassie for her, you know, Diddy lawsuit? And do you guys feel like, you know, this lawsuit will finally be a like a snowball effect into, you know, him being taken down finally? And what do you guys think about all of the things that's, you know, just in general happening with the evolution of women trying to elevate and men and their responses to that? But I appreciate you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.